Bet you thought I was gonna rip you off, huh?
Just checking up on my investment.
The coffee's destroyed.
Yeah? All of it?
They'll have to replace the entire inventory.
Good work, Tarsus man. Here's your compensation. I wonder what lucky corporations get to hire the Tarsus grads.
I'm afraid the school keeps its industry contracts classified, even from us.
I would expect as much, considering the hostile business climate. Anyone get hurt earlier tonight during the bombing, or whatever it was?
Some scientists. It was more like a raid.
Interesting. The Order doesn't usually get tangled up in corporate rivalries.
Well, thanks for the credits. I better be going.
Now I can expand into Lower Seattle without worrying too much about price point. It's ridiculous that anyone still buys low-tech quick-puccinos when they could have bio-enhanced drinks like ours.
I don't think I know you.
Onward, honor soldiers. Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship at the Hartford Turbine Factory in Lower Seattle. All are welcome. Once I was like you, mindlessly consuming. If all something was missing. Join me.
Alex D. Nice work in the Inclinator there. The WTO appreciate your work to keep the commerce routes open. And Chief Morgan has had a lot to say about you.
I haven't had the chance to talk to her yet.
Then be sure you talk to Chief Morgan as soon as you can. She's in Europe right now, but she'll address you from the holocom in her office. Go up the stairs, hang a right, and look for the management wing on your left.
They have me in the hangar on the lower level. Be prepared. I'm being guarded by a WTO security force.
The WTO could really use an agent like you, and we could offer you a kind of mobility no one else can.
What do you mean?
As you know, after the collapse, it was the WTO that started putting the pieces together, creating safe, clean, profitable enclaves, and opening up and regulating trade between them. With this web of structures in place globally, we can offer an agent many opportunities in many locations.
The WTO does some admirable work, but couldn't it lead to the same kind of over-centralization that made the world so vulnerable to the collapse in the first place?
Far from it. We're encouraging relations between the enclaves, not complete mergers. We want to keep competition dynamic and individuality vibrant.
They're all good intentions.
You could be a part of it. Your fellow student from Tarsus, Clara Sparks, has already accepted a position here. Think about it. We're trying to create a new peace where everyone has access to goods that they need and has a mutual interest in keeping commerce flowing.
WTO flights are usually on schedule, but not today. I think they've grounded the flights until they can figure out what's going on with that copter that was circling.
All WTO personnel are required to adhere to the air terminal
What a
security
day.
policies. Please refer to section 407.23.
WTO is getting nervous after all that's going on in Seattle.
Another thrill-packed afternoon, huh?
I heard there was trouble at Tarsus today.
Is for loading and unloading only.
What a strange day. All this commotion at the terminal. I towed in some helicopter not too long ago.
I cannot believe these delays today.
All WTO personnel are required to adhere to the air terminal security.
At least one trainee besides me reported to the authorities. Have you seen Leo?
Yeah, he's laying low like Dr. Nassif requested. Billy seems to be mixed up with the Order Church.
They can do what they want, I guess. I can't believe that Tarsus is a front after all those years of training.
What's going on back there?
A suspicious helicopter was circling the city. Fortunately, both the pilot and aircraft are now in WTO custody.
Order reconnaissance?
The pilot will be interrogated. I shouldn't tell you more than that.
So you're on the WTO payroll now, huh?
I'm just glad I didn't have a reaction to whatever the Tarsus people were shooting into our veins, and now I've got a security assignment. That's all I ever wanted from that place.
Passengers and patrons should be prepared for delays.
Welcome to the WTO air. Something didn't add up quite right on last night's shipment.
Chief Morgan, you wanted to see me?
I want to hear what you know about the terrorist attack that led to your escape from Tarsus Academy.
The Order wanted to stop the experiment. That's about all I know.
We were watching that facility ourselves. Ever heard of an organization codenamed Apostle Corps?
High Augur Chen briefed me.
This is an intellectual property matter. It doesn't concern the Order.
What's the WTO's stake in Apostle Corps?
Apostle Corps made your biomods. I'm not blaming you, but the technology diverges wildly from piezochem biomods, the only ones approved for sale.
You're investigating this Apostle Corps for patent infringement?
Market disruption. The genius of the Apostle Corps product is that it restructures any host DNA to tolerate biomodification, whereas the standard infusions work for only 1 in 20 patients. Apostle Corps could go commercial and devastate biomod prices.
In other words, you want modified people to hold their value like real estate.
If you put it that way. We don't want another collapse. What you can do for us is follow up on your discovery at the Minister of Culture's penthouse. Check out the Mako lab north of town. We know they've been doing illegal weapons research, and that your former trainer, Dr. Nassif, has contacts there. You'll need to hire a pilot and leave at once.
You don't have any extra pilots?
The Chicago disaster is occupying every available craft. You shouldn't have any trouble finding a pilot at the Greasel Pit Bar in Lower Seattle. I don't care who flies you in, just get there. Mako is developing a new firearm called the Mag-Rail. In addition to finding Nassif, the WTO needs an agent who can get us the Mag-Rail schematic. I hope that will be you, Alex.
There's a Harrier pilot who owes me a favor. I'll see if he's interested.
The WTO is fighting an invisible war against several formidable enemies. Give us your loyalty, Alex. We need it.
What about the situation in the Inclinator?
Under control. The maintenance crew got right on it.
Please accept the sincere apologies of Standard Security. Our people should have screened out the terrorists at the lower Seattle entrance.
I'm not blaming you personally.
I'm the one who has to face the music, especially given the Chicago situation.
I have to admit, there's been some talk here of replacing SSC security guards with WTO military. I expect there will be some fallout. Just wanted to let you know that we have the situation in hand.
I took a peek at the club's records.
Yeah? What's that scumbag up to? Give me something I can get a warrant with, and it means a citizen's bonus to you.
Here's the data I uncovered. Looks like the owner has some undeclared sources of income.
I knew it! That man's made a fool out of me for the last time. By tomorrow, he'll be eating rats out of a Queequeg's dumpster. Mark my word. Here's your reward. I have some subpoenas to write. That's one thing about the WTO. Justice is swift. I've got work to do. I've got work to do. I've got work to do.
They haven't been able to unlock my cockpit yet. I'm ready to fly as soon as you do two things. First, disable the ground-to-air missile batteries to the southwest and northwest. Then, go to the control room to activate the pilot beacon.
This stuff at Tarsus today just proves my point. The order needs to be banned from WTO grounds.
What about freedom of religion?
That's no religion, that's cult. They lure weak-minded people to their meetings, then brainwash them into terrorists.
Some of my friends go to those meetings and say they're not militaristic at all. It's all harmless mumbo-jumbo as far as I'm concerned.
Did the attack on Tarsus seem harmless to you? These people are crazy. They need to be dealt with.
I'll be okay.
You're breaking it.
Hey!
Am I getting warm? Someone knocked this guy. It'll take more than that.
repairing damage. Finished.
That takes care of one missile battery. Now disable the one at the other corner of the building.
Strange. Oh, that stings.
Processing anomaly. Likely intrusion. Threat detected. You have violated this zone's security provisions. Violated this zone's security provisions. Systems failing. You have violated this zone's security provisions. Alert! Grenade!
All set. Hop in and let's get out of here.
Passengers and patrons should be prepared for delays.
I have some subpoenas to write. That's one thing about the WTO. Justice is swift.
Welcome to the Seattle WTO Air Terminal. Personnel are required to adhere to the air terminal security policies. Please refer to Section 407.23 of your field manual.
Another thrill-packed afternoon, huh?
believe these delays.
We're trying to create a new peace where everyone has access to goods that they need and has a mutual interest in keeping commerce flowing.
Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship at the Hartford Turbine Factory.
Great place to meet chicks, huh?
Shall we conduct business?
I'll take the silencer.
We might appreciate your business.
It was a pleasure working together.
I like talking to my fans. Come back when you have something else to discuss. I'm always right here, whenever you want. We'll talk again. I'm always right here, whenever you want to chat. We'll talk again.
I should have skipped that.
Got
sign,
fired
Bar.
again. Time to start drinking.
I'm just a bouncer.
Authorized.
May you
Proceed.
be shielded. Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship at the Hartford Turbine Factory in Lower Seattle.
Survey the region. Clear.
Bet you thought I was gonna rip you off, huh?
Initiating repairs. Finished.
I took care of the zoning.
It's for real then? You came through? My lawyer just called a minute ago. I thought he was kidding.
Now what about the compensation?
Oh, sure. I might end up being the first Queequeg's manager ever to do business inside a WTO enclave. That's worth something. Here you go.
Thanks. Good luck with the new branch.
I'll get out of here, just don't hurt me.
Shall we conduct business?
Give me the energy cells.
Omar, appreciate your business.
Bet you thought I was gonna rip you off, huh?
Someone there.
Better not come through here again.
Damn! Oh, hell! Oh, guess I might not make it.
Oh, that stings. Ah! Oh, Jesus, that hurt. Oh. Wonder what to make of that.
The Mako facility north of town. Who do you work for? You mentioned a mission.
I will take you to the facility. Realize, however, that I must minimize the danger to my helicopter. I can't provide air cover or take unnecessary risks.
Risks that might jeopardize your mission, I presume.
I can't reveal anything more. Be informed, however, that when I locate my passenger, you will have to hire another pilot.
I guess I can't complain if you aren't charging me.
Also, once I'm in the air, I'm not coming back to Seattle. I'm sure you understand. The authorities will be waiting for me.
I'm ready. Let's go.